Deadpool wants the bit to go on. He wins by refusing to be the joke that eats itself, by choosing the messy middle where things hurt and still matter. Stories keep happening. Universes keep breathing. It's not pretty, which is exactly why it works. Here's the sneaky one Marvel hides under a lampshade. A retcon reveals Deadpool was at the original Secret Wars, the 1984 cosmic smash-up, then got memory wiped out of the credits. He's in the room when godlike temper tantrums could have snapped reality in half, and he does what he always does. Disarms gods with tacky charm and one well-timed shove. He gives the Beyonder a crash course in being human via terrible fashion and slightly better empathy. Not every save is fireworks. In Cable and Deadpool, there's a virus ready to rewrite humanity into blue cult statues, and a telepath messiah teetering on the edge of, I can fix the world, just hold still. Wade bumbles in, teleports nukes into nowhere, and drags a god back down to the curb with jokes like sandpaper. It's not the universe exploding today, but it's how you stop the dominoes before they learn to sprint. See the pattern yet? Every time the cosmos starts acting like a broken vending machine, the fancy heroes try to unplug it, and Deadpool just smacks it on the side until the chips drop. He's not pure. He's not polite. He just refuses to let the worst idea in the room be the final one. And somehow, that refusal keeps everything from collapsing into a neat, silent nothing. All right, roll it back to when the planet almost got converted like a bad group chat. There was this one-world church with a technovirus that literally made people turn the same color and think the same thoughts. Terrifying, right? Deadpool, because the universe loves irony, helped spread it by accident. Then spent the next issue sprinting around with Cable trying to unspill the ocean. Here's why it mattered. It wasn't mind control with lasers. It was unity with training wheels drilled into your skull. Imagine waking up, looking in the mirror, and realizing you agree with a cult because your cells decided that's the new wallpaper. Wade, professional disaster gremlin, ends up being patient zero on a flight, realizes it mid-pretzel, and does the exact opposite of what everyone expects. He takes orders. Jump ahead to the Black Ops X-Force years, the mission where moral gray turns charcoal. The squad is told to kill a child who might grow into apocalypse literal extinction level prophecy in a tiny, scared body. Everyone sharpens their knives. Deadpool brings the kid chocolate milk. He's the only one who talks to Evan like he's a human being, not a history test with a gun to its head. Then the multiverse starts leaking formaldehyde because one of his worst selves gets loose. Dreadpool Imagine Wade, with the comedy dial ripped off, is cutting through realities and slaughtering his own variants like he's speedrunning nihilism. It's meta, it's ugly, and if it keeps going, the weird thread that lets heroes be human gets yanked out of every costume in every world. Wade corrals what's left of the cores, watches a cartoon of himself die next to a samurai version and a panda version, and realizes the only way to stop the joke from curdling is to stop the Joker. He beats Dreadpool not by out-edgying him, but by refusing to agree that nothing matters. Sword through the bit, end the bit. He saves universes by deciding the punchline isn't extinction, it's endurance. And then there's one more move where he taps the fourth wall like it's glass and reaches through to grab a fuse nobody else can even see. It's not clean. It's almost cruel. And it's exactly why the universe is still taking turns instead of ending on a cliffhanger. So he does it. He palms the fourth wall like a sliding door and strolls through with the confidence of a man who's already been canceled once and lived. Cable's time gizmo is still warm, still patched with duct tape and spite, and Deadpool doesn't use it like a hero polishing fate. He uses it like a bar fight, where you knock over the exact stool that topples the exact drunk that lands on the exact plug powering the catastrophe. Then he cherry picks. He doesn't rebuild the squad with a legendary assassin or a demigod. He goes back for Peter, the guy with the sunscreen and the resume gap. The joke lands, sure, because we all expect the cool ones to matter. But the quiet save is the one that blocks a tragic domino 4 scenes later. And the funny, gross little truth wedged under all that blood and banter is this. By fixing the stuff we all laughed at, he patched the leak in our care. When the audience stops caring, universes die quietly. Stories stall, heroes wilt, and the villains you can't punch, the boring ones, win by default. It's the same energy as that scene earlier where he'd rather eat a bullet with a collar on than let a kid turn into a cautionary tale. Different scale, same principle. Choose the moment that actually shifts someone's heart or a franchise's spine, and you don't need to lift a mountain later. So yeah, the guy who treats continuity like a piñata also happens to be the reason it doesn't split at the seam. He'll hug a grenade, He'll mercy kill a bad idea, and he'll tip a line of dominoes with the thumb of a man who's learned the cost of letting one fall the wrong way. And if the universe feels like it got lucky, maybe it did. But only because one lunatic kept making his own luck and spending it on us.